I'm kind of excited. This is Linda Handmade Iowa. Probably a couple months ago back, I saw this gal make this thing with this green file folder, and I just went through my history in YouTube and found it. I thought, oh, I'm going to make one of those. And I couldn't remember her name, and I don't think I've ever looked at her channel since, but I'm gonna pay attention to her now. Let me write her name down. And then you can look her up. I just want to give her her credit. It's Gina. Maybe you already follow her. Makes it, I think. Gina Makes It. She's on YouTube. She is on Instagram, Gina Makes It. She's on Pinterest, G Makes It. Anyway, this is her channel, Gina Makes It, on YouTube. All right. That's where I saw the idea. This is it. It's a green file folder. She made a signature for the inside. She cut the pages. They're in with a piece of twine, so it keeps it kind of like, you know, like rustic. And then when you want to remove your pages, you can just slide them in or out or slide new ones in. So it's open spine, which you can't see. You can see that. And we use twine. She used twine. So I have a ton of these, absolute ton that I thrifted. But you could do it all in just manila folders too. But okay, for this. So let's do it. If I can remember, because I have a lot of these. Oh, oop. So you want to take your file folder and remove your metal. Now that's the first one I've made. I just got done making it. Like literally. You want to take these metal things out, throw them away unless you want to be a hoarder, and you come up with some idea. I don't want a bunch of those laying around. I got enough stuff laying around. Take these out. Come on. They're glued in there, baby. Whoa, Nelly. My son's on his way from Sioux Falls. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm excited. His friend is coming with him, and so here's what we have. So now we are going to cut it down in half. We're going to cut it down the middle. So I'm going to turn it over and do it this way. You can use your cutting board if you have, you know, if you have one that works. We're just cutting it in half. Just go for it, girls. Okay? So now we have our two halves. This is what it'll end up like. But now we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it. I'm going to do 6 by 8. So 8 high. This is my Walmart. It's been faithful. I'm not going to knock it. So we want to be 8 high. So we'll go this way. I'm going to actually open this up. Is that right? We want to be 8 high. Is that what I said? That's what I said. Pay attention. 8 high. So I'm going to go here. 8 high. And 6 wide. Pick up. Oh, Nelly. Now I did it this way before, but I'm going to fold it to get to my 6. There's that. So this is the top of the journal. And you've got this where the wire was. I had to re-watch her because she was going so fast. She's very good though. I'm not knocking her at all. Okay, so what did I say? 8 high. There's some glue in the corners of these and a 6 high. Did I do that right? 8 high, 6 wide. I feel like I just did something wrong. We're just gonna see if it works. Okay, so these should go together. So they will go together like this. And if it's wonky, you can fix it later. So this is the basic cover. Put these aside. And we're going to get a manila folder, which you could, you could use any combination of whatever you have. So for the manila folder, this is our signature. So this is our signature. We're going to have it 7 3/4, so it's going to be 7 3/4 high. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to go right. Oh, this is tricky. I'm just going to go right here. 7 3/4 high. Oops, there we did it. We did it. By 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. 5. So that's the width. Okay. That's that. So what we're going to do, girls, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to take the signature. Let's see, how did we do that? This glue's on here, okay? So we're going to put some glue on this flap that was housing the metal. I'm going to put some glue on this. She used a paintbrush. I'm not using a paintbrush, but I probably should get off of this. I dug a little bit of my trench today in my backyard. It's a saga. You'd have to watch a previous video if you don't know. My son's on his way with his friend and they're going to do it. My daughter Snapchatted me, "Why are you digging? I thought we were doing it tomorrow as a family." Well, my daughter and my son and his friend. Okay, so I said I only took the sod off. I shouldn't get that carried away. So here's the file folder. This is going to be the cover. So we're going to glue it right on here. Right in the middle. So that it's, like this. Okay. Now we're going to glue this one on here so that it's the back. Wah, 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 wah. So we're going to put some glue along this. This is really very simple. She made her first one and it was bigger. It was 8 by something. And she had made a garden journal, planning her garden, what she was planting, kind of like had a vision board in there. It could be whatever. It could be a recipe collection or, how maybe you're planning on doing a remodel to your home. It could be anything that you choose. It could be a way to document children. Okay, so this is the back. So this goes on here. So see how we have an open spine and open spine. I'm going to use my file folder and get a good crisp fold. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we've got the first one. We've got this file folder. And we've got the next one. So it's all hinged. Okay. Now we're going to do our pages. So she used new paper. You could use whatever, right? I'm going to use some coffee dyed paper that I've made previously. And what did she cut it at? She cut the pages at 7.5 by 5.5. Where's my thing? Why isn't it coming out? 7.5 by 5.5. Oh, actually, first thing you need to do is fold them. So we'll do that. Let's fold them in half. you could use your, you know, whatever. A digital kit, some old vintage newspapers, book pages, music pages, whatever. And I'm just going to put, let's put 4 in because you can add or take away. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I coffee dye computer paper, I do 100 pages every time. And then I run out before I like to. And so we're going to cut these at 7.5 by 5.5. So let's do our 5.5. Let's see. Let's do our 7.5 by 5.5. Barely. Oh, see, it's not happy. I'm just going to cut it. Because you know me, or if you know me, I might just tear them at some point. Because that's how I roll, baby. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, there's those. And I'm just going to trim these just a hair. But I did give you the measurements. The measurements are 7.5 by 5.5. I think I need a new blade. It doesn't like to trim very well when there's just barely any. It'd be better off using a utility knife, actually, which is what I did on the last one. I just lined it up with my metal ruler and give it a little haircut. Now, I'm not saving these because I have stacks of them paper clipped together for like making tags and or words, whatever. Okay, let's put these together. Make a little signature. Just 4 pages. They don't have to be perfect. If you're doing this as a primitive garden journal or something, you know, the less primitive or the less perfect, the better. But, you know, some people like to measure. I don't. All right, so here's our thing. Oh, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to round the corners because I like rounded corners. Just on the cover. I love these army green folders. I'm calling them army green. Olive drab. Okay. And these go in here. And then tie with twine. Now, another thing she did. Okay, here's another thing I did. She did different things. I made a folder out of a piece of this that we cut away. So let's do one of those. Let's put it here. And it's actually, I don't mind this. I'm going to find the center. Because we're using up something that we thrifted, something old. You know how these green things fade? They just fade. So let's put one pocket in. You can do more pockets. You can do flips and flops. There we go, guys. We are using it up. And I literally did thrift. You wouldn't believe it. Look at this. I thrifted these last time I went. I love these. I have an idea for these too. I got a whole package of these. I mean, like more than this. And then I thrifted, oh, just tons of the green ones. They had boxes and boxes of envelopes again. I have 500 minus maybe 10. So see, we could put a pocket on the back. Why don't we do that? We could do it here. Another thing you could do is fold this like this and make it a flip. Should we do that? Have a flip out? That'd be something fun. Let's put that on. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to round this corner. Let's do that. If it will go in. It did. Okay. Let's flip this, put this on there, and it can be a flip out. And then when you decorate, you know, you can do something creative or clever. There's no mistakes in this, is there? No mistakes. So this is my second one. This would be fun to make. You know what? I have two granddaughters in 4-H. This would be a good thing for them to make for a fair project. So let's leave that as a flip out and decide later. Another thing she did was she cut, well, I'll show you. She cut a piece of this to cover these holes. Not necessary. Let's skip that for now. Well, let's just do one. Let's just do one. What's the difference, right? I should be measuring. Okay, this I might go ahead and cut. I'm going to reach over here and use my cutter. Let's see how wide it is. I'll put a pencil mark there. And a pencil mark at the bottom. Kind of dark in here. Okay, I'm just going to put one on to save time so you can see what I'm talking about. Do it up good. Okay, and then she just covered those little slots. You little slot, you. Sorry about that. I was having a funny moment. Cut that a hair. There, see how much neater that looks? Okay, then the only other thing left, I mean, you know, you can do this on this side too, is find your center of your signature and use twine, use baker's twine, use jute twine, use whatever you want, and just tie a knot. You could put a dangles on it. You could leave it longer and put some kind of a bead on it. Wood beads would be cute. Other people have probably made these. I've never seen them until a couple months ago. And then I lost track of her. Like I said, I went through my history and found her. I found you, Gina. There. Okay. Let's put that through this way. Cute. So this goes here. I don't like how that is. And that's it, guys. That's our cute little folder. But you know, if you cover this with something, 1 second. We're going to do that. Maybe we're not going to do that. This is kind of cute. I can't remember who this is. Digital somebody. Digital press. Digital. I got it on Etsy. That's all I can tell you. I'll have to look it up. Digital fit. Maybe. And maybe not. All right. If this is here, actually, yeah. Okay, now I wish this was a pocket. How about I make it a pocket? Let's just make it a pocket. Just because I like this paper and I want it on here. Okay, we're just going to turn that into a pocket. Sometimes you don't know till you do it, guys. It's just the way it is. Or you just say, I meant to do that. Like Pee Wee Herman did when he fell off his bike. And everybody was laughing. And he stood up and said, I meant to do that. Because how do they know you didn't plan it? Okay. I probably went too far over with the glue. I'm going to go ahead and make this a pocket. Sometimes you just have to do some trimming because it's handmade. That's the way we roll. I'm just chattering. What is it Carol Laws calls it? She says I'm faffing. I love that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? While I'm faffing, I'm going to faff some ink on here. That's what's wrong. I didn't put any freaking ink on my craft. I don't have to have my ink. This makes me think of the army. In the army. Do, 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 do. In the army. There we go. Okay. We're going to glue this baby down. Because we're going to have a pocket now. A pocket. We don't need a thumb notch. It's just not necessary. There. So see, you can decorate to your heart's content. And there we have it. And I'm going to decorate. This is fun. There we go, guys. There we go, guys. Your little hanging file folder journal. Doesn't get any easier than that. You can add or take away. Let's pretend we want to add a new page. Oh, I have a new page to add. Let's just do it. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to find the center. Oops, well, we're not because it's not trimmed. And you know what? It doesn't even all have to be the same size. It could be some wonky thing. Where's a wonky thing? Do I have a wonky thing? Let's see. There's a wonky thing. Let's put this in there. This is all coffee dyed. This is out of a 1970s monthly magazine that came out from Shenandoah, Iowa. Oh, I have a new friend called Shenandoah Paper something. I've forgotten already. Oh my God, she's the sweetest thing. She just did the last thing with us. There we go, guys. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. What's this? Oh, garbage. Whoop. Whoop. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Okay. I've lost my marbles. I'll decorate these in the next one. Okay, guys. Have fun. Very easy. Hit the pause button and do your thing and then start it again. The measurements are, well, how about we just write them down? Should we do that? Oh, this isn't the one I wanted. We need to have something big and bold for people with bad eyes, not blue. We want big black numbers. We're going to go for the cover. It's going to be 6 wide by 8 high. And then the manilla, let's call it the signature. We're going to go a tiny bit smaller, so we're going to go, let's do the width since I did there, 5 3/4 wide by 7 3/4 high. And the pages are going to be 5 1/2 wide by 7 1/2 high. So we dropped down a quarter each time. And there we go. Guys, thanks for watching. I rattled on too much. I'm going to put the information in the description box below. I'm going to upload this for the morning. And I'm going to decorate tonight till the boys get here. Have a great night. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.